What if a single man held the fate of a nation in his hands? In a time of turmoil and division, a figure emerged from obscurity to steer the course of history. Abraham Lincoln's story is one of resilience, vision, and a struggle for unity that still resonates today. Born in a humble log cabin in 1809, Lincoln's early life was marked by simplicity and hardship. The flickering light of an oil lamp illuminated his quest for knowledge, as books were his sanctuary from the struggles of frontier life. As a young man, Lincoln worked various jobs, from rail splitter to storekeeper, each shaping his character. The sound of axes on wood and the chatter of townsfolk echoed around him, instilling a deep sense of community and responsibility. In 1830, Lincoln's family moved to Illinois, a decision that would change his trajectory. The vast prairies and open skies ignited his ambitions, while the burgeoning towns around him buzzed with possibility. Enrolling in law studies, Lincoln's oratory skills began to shine. The courtroom echoed with his passionate arguments, captivating audiences, and setting the stage for a future in politics. His entry into politics began in the Illinois state legislature, where he quickly became known for his sharp wit and unwavering principles. The hustle and bustle of political life enveloped him, and he forged connections that would prove essential later. In 1846, Lincoln took a bold stand against the Mexican-American War, a decision that would define his early political identity. Opposition to war resonated through the press, and his voice gained traction among the disillusioned. The turning point came in 1858, when he faced off against Stephen Douglas in a series of debates. Their discussions on slavery ignited the nation's conscience, and the words exchanged in those heated arguments would echo through time. Lincoln's loss in the Senate race did not dampen his resolve. Instead, the debates solidified his status as a national figure. The stirring speeches he delivered captivated hearts, igniting a movement for freedom. By 1860, tensions between North and South escalated, driven by deep-seated issues surrounding slavery. As he campaigned for the presidency, the country stood on the brink of chaos, with the air thick with uncertainty. Lincoln's election as the 16th president ignited outrage in the South, leading to secession. The sound of cannon fire signaled a new era, and soon, the Civil War would engulf the nation. The war began in April 1861, forever altering the landscape of America. The clash of armies rang through the fields, and the nation held its breath, grappling with the harsh realities of conflict. In these turbulent times, Lincoln showed remarkable resolve. His letters, filled with poignant words and aspirations, revealed a leader deeply committed to preserving the Union and emancipating enslaved people. The Emancipation Proclamation of 1863 marked a transformative moment in history. As the ink dried on the document, freedom echoed through the air, signaling a new dawn for countless lives. With each battle, from Gettysburg to Antietam, Lincoln's resolve was tested. The horrors of war played on the hearts of Americans, and the heavy toll weighed on his shoulders and spirit. In a poignant address at Gettysburg, Lincoln reaffirmed the nation's commitment to equality and human dignity. His words transcended the battlefield, echoing in the hearts of those who yearned for peace. As the war raged on, Lincoln's vision for a united nation remained steadfast. He understood the complexities of healing a divided country. Each decision weighed with the future in mind. The year 1865 brought the promise of peace, but also profound loss. Lincoln faced the assassination of his beloved son, which deepened his empathy for the suffering of others. Lincoln's vision for Reconstruction was one of forgiveness and understanding. He believed that healing the nation required compassion, a belief rooted deep in his own experiences of loss. As the war drew to a close, the surrender at Appomattox Courthouse signaled a turning point. The cries of victory rang out, but Lincoln understood the path ahead would be fraught with challenges. On the night of April 14th, 1865, Lincoln attended a play at Ford's Theater, a night destined to end in tragedy. Laughter filled the air, but beneath it lay the weight of a nation holding its breath. As the final act unfolded, John Wilkes Booth entered the theater, forever altering the course of history. A single gunshot shattered the tranquility, plunging the nation into mourning. Lincoln's death sent shockwaves across the country. The streets were filled with sorrow, and the sound of mourning echoed in every corner of America, a stark reminder of the cost of leadership. As the nation grieved, Lincoln's legacy began to take shape. His vision of a united America ignited hope for future generations, sparking discussions about human rights and equality. In the years following his death, Lincoln's philosophies continued to resonate. The civil rights movement drew from his ideals, echoing his commitment to liberty and justice for all. Lincoln's efforts to abolish slavery laid the groundwork for future legislation. The passage of the 13th Amendment was a testament to his unwavering resolve to create a more just society. His image immortalized in the hearts of Americans, Lincoln remains synonymous with leadership and empathy. Monuments dedicated to him serve as constant reminders of his impact on history. Lincoln's words, "A house divided against itself cannot stand," resonate still today. They serve as a clarion call for unity in times of division, urging all to remember the strength found in togetherness. As we reflect on Lincoln's legacy, we find lessons in resilience, empathy, and leadership. His life illustrates how one person can profoundly influence the course of history, inspiring generations to come. Abraham Lincoln's journey teaches us that hope can rise from the ashes of conflict. As we endeavor to heal societal divides, his story reminds us that through unity and understanding, we can forge a brighter future. Thank you for joining us as we explored the life of this remarkable leader. Lincoln's resolve was tested as the nation plunged deeper into civil war. In 1862, he faced a crucial decision that would redefine freedom in America. With the Union Army suffering heavy losses, Lincoln contemplated the fate of enslaved individuals across the South. The weight of his choice hung heavy in the air, a turning point for both him and the country. The Emancipation Proclamation was not just a document, it was a statement of moral conviction. Issued in January 1863, Lincoln declared that all enslaved people in the rebellious states were to be set free. This bold act shifted the war's focus, transforming the fight from mere preservation to a battle for human rights. Yet, this proclamation came with immense backlash. Critics within his own government and society questioned his authority. Lincoln, however, stood firm, believing that justice must prevail. His determination to push forward despite opposition revealed the depth of his character and vision for America. As the war dragged on, Lincoln visited the front lines. In 1863, he toured the battlefield at Gettysburg, witnessing the devastation firsthand. It was here, amidst the fallen soldiers, that he would deliver one of the most iconic speeches in American history, reinforcing the values upon which the nation was built. Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, delivered in November 1863, was a brief but powerful reminder of the principles of liberty and equality. He spoke of a nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Encapsulating the essence of his vision, the words resonated deeply, igniting a renewed sense of purpose among troops and civilians alike. In a time of despair, Lincoln's vision became a beacon of hope, reminding everyone of the noble cause they were fighting for. His ability to connect through words united a fractured nation. However, amidst the victories and speeches, Lincoln faced personal tragedy. The loss of his son Willie in 1862 left a profound emotional scar. This heartbreak revealed a more vulnerable side of the Stoic leader, showcasing the weight of leadership amidst personal suffering. As the Civil War reached its climax, Lincoln's commitment to reunification grew more pronounced. He envisioned a post-war America, one where former adversaries could come together as brothers. His compassion even extended to his enemies, believing that reconciliation was vital for healing the nation. In 1864, amidst the swirling chaos of war, Lincoln faced a tough re-election battle. Many doubted his leadership, questioning if he could lead the nation to victory. Yet, Lincoln remained undeterred, embodying resilience and hope, knowing that success could bring peace. His reelection represented a critical moment not only for him, but for the future of the nation. Lincoln's victory ensured that his vision for a united country would continue to guide the course of history. It was a testament to the belief that perseverance would ultimately triumph over adversity. With the war drawing to a close, Lincoln focused on the path ahead. He began drafting plans for reconstruction, emphasizing healing and rebuilding. His hopeful ideals aimed at restoring the Southern states, ensuring they would rejoin the Union as equals. Yet, even amidst these hopes, shadows loomed. Lincoln recognized the deep divisions that remained, aware that the end of the war would not erase the scars left behind. Unity was essential, but how could it be achieved in such a fractured landscape? On April 9, 1865, General Robert E. Lee surrendered to Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse, signaling the end of the Civil War. Lincoln's vision was finally inching closer to reality, yet the nation still faced immense challenges in the rebuilding process. As the nation celebrated its newfound peace, Lincoln's thoughts turned to the future. He envisioned a nation where former foes could coexist and work together for a common purpose. His ability to dream of unity, even in the aftermath of conflict, reflected his extraordinary character. But on that fateful night, April 14, 1865, tragedy struck. Lincoln attended a play at Ford's Theater, unaware that a plot was unfolding against him. The weight of his leadership made him a target, and darkness was about to descend upon a nation that had just begun to heal. As laughter echoed in the theater, John Wilkes Booth slipped into the presidential box. A moment of stillness enveloped the room, and in an instant, Lincoln's life was forever changed. His assassination became a tragic turning point for the nation, igniting both sorrow and anger. Lincoln's death sent shockwaves throughout the country. The man who had fought tirelessly for unity was now gone, leaving a vacuum of hope and uncertainty. The nation mourned the loss of a leader who had championed freedom and equality, and the future remained frighteningly unclear. His funeral procession, spanning thousands of miles, became an expression of collective grief. People lined the streets, paying homage to a man whose legacy had become intertwined with the nation itself. As his body journeyed home, the impact of his work became more clear. On April 15, 1865, the nation lost not just a president, but a visionary leader. Lincoln's legacy endured, becoming a foundation upon which future generations would build. In the hearts of many, he remained a symbol of hope amid despair, a reminder of the possibilities that could arise from unity. The struggle for equality did not end with Lincoln's death. Rather, it intensified. His vision for a united nation challenged future leaders to continue the work he began. The road to civil rights would be long and arduous, but Lincoln had ignited a flame that could not be extinguished. In the years that followed, Lincoln's vision would inspire countless activists, leaders, and reformers. His speeches were quoted, his ideals revered, and his sacrifice became a rallying cry for those seeking justice and equality. The nation grappled with his legacy, striving to fulfill the promises of freedom he envisioned. Lincoln's legacy continued to evolve, becoming a symbol of what it truly means to lead with integrity and compassion. His approach to governance emphasized empathy, reminding leaders that the burdens of the nation must be shouldered with love and understanding, especially during tumultuous times. Today, Lincoln is celebrated not just as a president, but as a beacon of hope. His story has been immortalized in literature, film, and history books, where his ideals continue to resonate and inspire new generations to strive for a more just and equitable society. As we reflect on Lincoln's impact, we are reminded that the journey toward equality and justice is ongoing. His life teaches us that change is possible through perseverance and unity, and that the fight for a fairer world must continue with each passing generation. Lincoln's vision for a united nation set a precedent for future leaders. His legacy pushed the boundaries of what was possible, inspiring movements that sought to fulfill the promise of democracy. And as society continues to evolve, his teachings remain relevant, guiding us toward a better tomorrow. In many ways, Lincoln's life was a reflection of the American dream. From humble beginnings, he rose to the highest office in the land, proving that determination and purpose can drive remarkable change. His legacy remains a source of inspiration for those who dared to dream. As we consider the lessons learned from Lincoln's journey, we recognize the power of empathy and understanding in leadership. His belief in the humanity of others serves as a reminder that true progress is achieved through collective effort and shared values. Lincoln's commitment to justice shaped not only the nation he governed, but also the world beyond its borders. His impact transcended time, resonating with those who strive for human rights and equality everywhere. He became a universal symbol of the fight for freedom. In history books, Lincoln is often depicted as a towering figure, but it is his humanity that truly defines his legacy. His struggles, triumphs, and vulnerabilities remind us that greatness comes not from perfection, but from a genuine desire to uplift others. As we continue to explore Lincoln's contributions, we uncover the layers of his legacy, each one a testament to his belief in a better future. To remember Lincoln is to honor the collective struggle for equality and to recommit ourselves to fostering unity in our own lives. Lincoln's legacy reminds us that the fight for justice is an ongoing journey. It calls us to hold steadfast to our principles, to advocate for those who cannot, and to ensure that the sacrifices made in pursuit of freedom are never forgotten. In the end, Lincoln's story is a reflection of the American spirit, resilient, hopeful, and ever persistent. As we honor his legacy, we strive to live by the ideals he championed and work towards a more inclusive, compassionate society for all. As we conclude this chapter of Lincoln's life, we are left with a profound understanding of the power one individual can wield in shaping the course of history. His journey continues to inspire us to strive for justice, equality, and unity. As the Civil War drew to a close, Lincoln's resolve was unwavering. He envisioned a nation reborn, free from the shackles of slavery, where liberty and justice reigned for all. Each speech he delivered was a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. With the Union victory in sight, the final push toward reconciliation began. Lincoln's calls for unity were met with both admiration and resistance as the nation grappled with the scars of war. Yet his vision remained clear. The assassination attempt on Lincoln in April 1865 sent shockwaves across the nation. Yet it was the tragic event of his actual assassination that would forever alter the fabric of American history. On that fateful night, as he attended Our American Cousin, the weight of the nation rested heavily on his shoulders. His vision of a united America hung in the balance, and tragedy struck. The moment John Wilkes Booth approached, the chaos that ensued was swift and harrowing. In those fleeting seconds, a nation lost its leader, and darkness shadowed its hopes for reconciliation. Lincoln's death on April 15th, 1865, led to an outpouring of grief. Streets filled with mourners, and the nation collectively held its breath, grappling with the loss of a man who had dared to dream of a better future. In the weeks following his assassination, the funeral train traveled over 1,600 miles, a somber journey showcasing the nation's love and admiration for their fallen leader. Communities lined the tracks to pay their respects. As the train passed through cities and towns, people wept openly, reflecting on what Lincoln had fought for. His legacy of freedom and unity was now a solemn promise etched in the hearts of millions. In Springfield, Illinois, Lincoln was laid to rest in a tomb that symbolized his significance. It became a pilgrimage site for those who believed in his vision of a just society. The years that followed his death saw the nation striving to fulfill Lincoln's dream. The Reconstruction era posed new challenges, yet his ideals of equality and justice guided the path forward. As the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments were passed, the groundwork was laid for civil rights. This pivotal moment ensured that Lincoln's vision of freedom endured beyond his lifetime. Lincoln's influence extended into various aspects of American life. The ideals he championed resonated with movements for equality, inspiring generations to come, from suffragists to civil rights activists. His legacy also reached abroad, inspiring those fighting against oppression in oppressive regimes across the world. Leaders like Gandhi and Mandela drew from Lincoln's courage and commitment to justice. In art and literature, Lincoln's story has been immortalized. Creatives have sought to capture the essence of his presidency, the struggles he faced, and the principles he stood for. The Lincoln Memorial, an enduring symbol, serves as a reminder of his commitment to equality. Visitors from every corner of the globe come to pay homage to a leader who changed the course of history. On a cold evening in 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. stood at the steps of the Lincoln Memorial delivering his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech. He invoked Lincoln's legacy, calling for a nation that truly lived up to its ideals. As decades passed, debates about Lincoln's legacy continued. Discussions surrounding the complexities of his policies and personal beliefs remained relevant, prompting new generations to engage with history. Lincoln's birthday became a national holiday, a day to reflect on his contributions and the ongoing journey toward equality and justice for all citizens, regardless of color or creed. In classrooms across the country, students learn about Lincoln's life, not just as a leader, but as a symbol of resilience and moral courage in the face of adversity. As we reflect on Lincoln's life, we recognize the lessons he imparted regarding humility, empathy, and the importance of standing up for what is right, regardless of the challenges faced. His story reminds us that progress often comes with sacrifice. The struggle for equality and justice is ongoing, but Lincoln's spirit encourages us to persevere through the trials we face. As we honor Lincoln's legacy, we strive to embody the principles he championed. It is our responsibility to carry forward his dream of unity and inclusivity in our actions and beliefs. Lincoln's journey from humble beginnings to the highest office in the land serves as a testament to the power of perseverance and the impact one individual can have on the course of history. In every challenge, Lincoln found the strength to rise above, reminding us that amidst darkness, there is always a path toward enlightenment and understanding. His life remains a guiding light for us all. As we conclude this exploration of Lincoln's life, we are left with a profound understanding of his enduring legacy. His ideals continue to inspire, reminding us that righteousness can change the world. Let us carry forth his vision and commit ourselves to the pursuit of justice and equality for all, ensuring that Lincoln's dream never fades from our collective consciousness. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Abraham Lincoln. May his legacy encourage us all to strive for a better future as we work together to build a more inclusive society.